Since the hurricane, FEMA has given out more than $5 billion to help people recover from the storm, but none of that money has gone specifically to the fishing industry.
Now, last week, the federal government sent the state a letter saying it still hasn't decided if it's going to declare a federal fishery disaster.
Let's bring in Fox 4's John Barron. He's live right now on Pine Island, where commercial fishermen could still have to wait a while to get that help.
Yeah, so Chris, you talk about the recovery efforts throughout all of Southwest Florida, and they're being continuously seen in smaller steps and largers in other areas. But, Matt Lachey was one of those areas that was devastated. Same with Pine Island, and that's where we're at right here on that bridge that connects Pine Island and Matt Lachey. And I just want to show you guys a staple of some of that damage is still sitting around here. Obviously, this building we've been showing you since the beginning when I was first out here. This is the building that is halfway into the water, and just one of those signs of devastation. You talk about being able to see recovery. Well, honestly, since the last time I was here in Matt Lachey, we have seen huge strides in recovery. First off, we're running water and electricity continuously coming back to this island, but when you talk about how it's being felt with just the fishery and how much we're seeing with the shrimping industry and the fishing industry, it's devastating. And that's why Hurricane Ian devastated the fishing industry here in Southwest Florida. So, for example, on Fort Myers Beach, the shrimping fleet went from 50 vessels to just 3, and 80% of the fish houses on Pine Island have suffered damage. So it's really being felt out here. And a lot of the families and businesses here are still waiting on word on whether or not any of the federal money will be coming in this way, even months after the governor requested that Hurricane Ian be declared a federal fishery disaster, like you just said, Chris. So the Commerce Department sent FWC a letter saying this, qualifying, quote, a catastrophic regional fishery disaster affects more than one state or a major fishery managed by a regional fishery management council. Now, Fox 4 got the chance to actually speak with a University of Florida scientist about the industry's impact across Southwest Florida.
These are substantial fisheries, the Lee County shrimp fishery. You're talking about $13 million a year in dockside revenue, which, to give you an idea, the state of Florida as a whole does about $52 million in total shrimp revenue.
Now, there's no word yet on how long we could be waiting for an answer, but to just give you guys a little bit of clarity, there are similar requests that were sent in 3 years ago, and still they are pending or waiting for an answer. For now, live here on Matt Lachey, John Barron, Fox 4.